Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Big Mood. And if you're not watching on the YouTubes, you really should, because our guest today is wearing a very unique outfit, and she's going to explain it in a second. But first, let's just introduce ourselves. I'm Nikki.
I'm Tiff.
I'm Gina.
For all you audio people. And our guest today is Annie Lederman.
Woo!
She's a stand-up. She's also on Girl Code. You were also a voice on GTA 5.
I was a voice on Grand Theft Auto,
Cheryl?
baby. Yeah.
What? Cheryl is...
On the radio station with JB Smoove, Chakra Attack. I'm going to take
you.
Oh.
I loved that game so
It was
much.
so fun.
Do you know how many hookers I killed?
I know. People are so shocked when I'm not a hooker. I'm like, I'm not a hooker. You can't even kill me. I'm not even killable. Sorry.
They don't believe you.
I gotta go back. I gotta go back
also-
and listen now.
We also have another guest.
Oh, we do have another guest.
do.
Randy Lederman.
It's Randy Jackson Quaid Letterman Senior.
Like Rackle. No,
He's
Randy.
so cute.
Never mind.
He's like a little teddy bear.
Honestly,
passing
it's
out.
like a stuffed animal that you made a birthday wish to come true, and then it just came.
No, I
came
did
alive.
voodoo on him. He's like Chucky. He's evil. I wanted to name him
looks pretty
Chucky.
evil.
Look at him. He's just knocked out.
There's the cutest little doggy costume is that they have a Chucky costume at all of the PetSmarts.
I've seen it
But
where it has the legs dangling and it
It's
looks like
so funny, but I'm like, too many people have it, and I can't be that bitch. I can't be
you
that
can
bitch.
be that bitch. I believe in you.
I'm like, I got to do something. I was thinking about, did you guys see the movie Con Air?
No.
Okay, so Con Air's like the most epic, terrible, greatest movie of all time. It's Nicolas Cage gets arrested for like a crime that wasn't that bad. He goes to jail. His wife is pregnant at the time. So then he goes to jail for like 7 years. I mean, now he has a baby. He wants to see his daughter again. All the convicts, and he's with all these really bad convicts, and something happens where they end up taking over a plane. They hijack a plane.
Oh, Con Air.
And
I
yeah,
get it.
so then he's got this rabbit he's going to give his daughter, and it gets dirty and sooty and has blood and stuff on it. By the end, he finally, spoiler alert, he gets to meet his daughter and he gives her the thing. So I want to go as him. Like I want to get like a mullet and a wife beater, and then have Randy be the dirty
rabbit?
rabbit. Put like fake blood. Yes.
How cute.
Wait, so is this outfit that?
No.
Okay.
The hat. Okay, wait. The hat. Everything's very normal. This is how I normally dress, except for the hat. And I do have extensions, and just because you guys are pretty, so I was like, I'm wearing my hair. I'm wearing my fucking hair. I'm not competing with these bitches
Fucking hair.
with
Let her wear
regular
fucking
short,
hair.
thin hair. But so the cowboy hats, because I did acid all weekend in the desert.
dope.
Explains
So
it.
then I'm like, my boyfriend and I bought a cowboy hat for $60 at the gas station. Have you ever been to like a desert gas station? They sell expensive, very cool wares. You're like, you can leave with like a $500 belt buckle with turquoise on it.
Very Hunter S. Thompson.
But it was just like we felt it, and so we've
like
had a
it.
lot of
You're
good
rocking
times.
it.
Yeah,
Acid's fun. I'm glad you had a good time.
yeah, we
And
did.
I
a
like
little,
the hat.
Thank
Keep
you
it.
so
Wait,
much.
did
I'm
you
really
you
into
guys
it.
did acid, then stopped at a station?
Well, we were there for a weekend. Yeah, we were driving on
Don't
acid,
trust
guys.
drivers.
Trust it. I
the
trust.
desert.
Yes, do it. No, don't do it. No, we spent a weekend at this cabin. The place was called I want to remember exact. It was called Panamint Springs Resort. If any of you guys want to have a chill, fun,
Yes.
out of the way
Yes.
vacation, it's the most amazing place. It's just a family run, cool little cabin business, and they have a nice restaurant.
Is it like
saloon.
on the way to Vegas or something?
It is. It's really close to Vegas.
All right.
We went to some hot springs a couple hours out.
Oh,
too.
is it Deep Creek?
I don't. It
Or
wasn't.
is
I
it a
don't think
nudist
called-
beach?
No, I wanted to go there.
Okay.
Though. I want it for my vlog. I mean, you definitely want some pixelated
Yes.
nudies on your vlog, right?
Yes.
I love
It's
that this
beautiful.
is- I love
Then
that
there's
it's-
nudies.
Hey, baby.
The nudies are so fun.
Hi, baby.
Aw.
I'm gonna.
Aw.
If anything,
Believe it?
if anything happens to this dog, I'm killing everyone in here and then
I
myself.
know exactly.
Just don't drop your leg or else
Oh
you're
my
gonna
God.
smush him.
I love you so much.
He's so cute. I did let him sleep in the bed. I took an Ambien. And it was the first time I taken Ambien, and I was
Wild,
I've
right?
never been more scared for my dog. I would wake up in the middle of the night, like, we've killed him. Where is he? But he lived.
Ambien
He
is
lived,
wild.
he lived through the Ambien.
He's alive.
made
Imagine I
it.
brought a dead dog to you.
Oh, jeez.
You guys are like, she's not well. Her outfit made it. She's wearing the outfit that made us think she was bringing a dead dog, but. And then this is Meth Syndicate is just a brand that makes the funny. They just make crazy weird shirts. I also have a. Oh, that's mine. Sorry. I'm supposed to be meditating. That alarm has gone off every day for years, and I haven't done the meditation. Go for it. There's no COVID on it, I promise. Is your arm hurt? No. Oh, you just.
What kind of
staring like
meditation were you doing?
that. Transcendental meditation.
Oh, I just got into that.
It's so good,
like a few
right?
weeks ago. It's
Have
so
you been
good.
doing so? Bob Roth, not to be confused with Bob Ross, our
Yes.
hero and savior.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Best fro in the biz. Except it's
Ever.
kind of cultural appropriation if you think about it now. He'd be done in this town now. Get him out.
Jewish?
I was just gonna say Jewish people have
Jew froze
yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Ross
Yeah.
is that a Jew?
Yeah,
Jewish
Jeff
name?
Ross is Jewish.
Okay, there you go.
But I don't think that's his real last name. I think it's like Ross and
Ross
Schwartz
stores,
or something.
are they Jewish?
Yeah.
We must find
It
out.
is. Well, it seems like it with the prices. That was terrible.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Don't get us canceled.
I have a
I'm
Jewish
serious.
last name. I can say that.
Oh, okay. She has the pass. She's good.
So
So they have all these funny shirts. So they have one that that's in the corn font with the K, like the K backwards. It says Karen,
oh,
which is really good.
I
They
like
have really
that.
funny ones. They're a good company.
do kids still know about corn?
Oh.
I don't know.
Corn
Learn
was a
about
band
Korn.
that we
Yeah.
they used to be on TRL a lot. We were very
Yeah.
angsty.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those freaking music videos with the cartoons. It's yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm
Yeah.
like, they were on TRL?
You were too young.
Freak on
I
a Leash.
watched
Get out of here.
Freak on a Leash was played
That was my
every
favorite
day
song.
after school.
Yes.
Yeah. It was
but
dope.
Anyway, you were talking about meditation though. She just
Oh, yes.
started
Yeah.
transcendental meditation. I've
Bob-
been wanting to get into it.
Bob
Roth is like the main. He's like the head of the company now, I guess. The whole
Oh.
thing. And he does these things online where you can go. He does Zooms
Yes.
all day. Do you do those ones with
I've
him?
been to one. So they
But you don't go to the like. You can just do it on. You know,
on
you can just do
Zoom.
it
Yeah,
online.
yeah. Because I guess since COVID, they've been doing more
Right.
things on Zoom, and they launched their app for they like speed rushed it because they had been working on this app for like 8 years or something, and because of the pandemic, they're like, oh well, let's just rush to get it out. So I didn't even have. I did one in person for the first ritual that they
Right,
do,
yeah.
and then you're supposed to do the rest of them in person, but because they have this
Right.
app now and it's the pandemic, you can choose to do the app instead, and it's been amazing. Like they had like all the tutorials on the app, and then
That's great. I haven't
in
even
the-
I checked out like 2 months ago, so I haven't even seen the app. But I was doing it consistently. It really just makes. So they always say it's not about your experience in the 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So if you've talked about it on the show, it's
have it.
20 minutes twice a day. So you do it when you wake up. Like ideally, you do it when you wake up, and then in the afternoon to kind of give yourself a refresher.
So you can reach those beta waves
Hell yeah,
in your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, no, but I seriously was like,
alpha-
I don't
alpha
feel
wave.
shit, and then
I didn't
realized
know. I was like, did you see my eyes glaze over? I was
Yeah.
like,
No, I totally
beta,
did.
alpha, whatever the fuck, I don't know.
No.
I'm an alpha. That's all I know.
You have to reach those
Beta.
alpha waves because we're all right now on beta waves, which means our brains are constantly
I
in
didn't read a
a
lot of
state.
science books.
We're constantly in a state of emergency, which is like causing us to stress out. And then the only way that you can reach alpha waves is right before you go to sleep, or right when you wake up, or when you're a child.
Or when you're in meditation,
Right.
deep meditation.
Yeah,
I have
yeah.
never finished like success.
Oh my
Sex.
god,
You never
you
finished
slut.
sex?
Yeah, successfully. I've never finished or successfully done a full session of meditation.
She keeds banging. She can't stop having
I can't.
sex in the
Yeah.
middle of it.
Yeah.
It's like in the middle of I'm trying to. I'm gonna.
Can't stop, won't stop. I didn't feel good at it until transcendental meditation because
Okay.
they're very like, don't try. That's the whole thing is like,
Yes.
don't try. We don't try. We don't
Okay.
try here. If you have thoughts, we don't
Yep.
try to push them away. They just are. And then
You just
go
course
back.
correct. Like that's so cool, and it's helped me in my life too because it's all
Yes.
about to give yourself this idea. Because I think a lot of times when people fail at meditation, it's because you have this perfect image of in your head where you're gonna just like think of nothing, which
Right.
is an impossible. We've never thought of nothing in our fucking lives. That's why they give you a mantra in TM. And you just think the mantra. And I've finally gotten good at not like saying it in my head. You're not supposed to say the mantra. So let's say your mantra is cushion, which it wouldn't be because it has to be a word that doesn't exist. Because if it was cushion, you would think about a cushion, and now that's a thought. And then if you're thinking cushion, and you're saying it in your head, you're thinking it. So you're going cushion, cushion, cushion.
You're thinking of all the different
instead,
cushions.
You get to this place eventually where you're just like can feel the
word.
idea of cushion. You go like.
Ah, I get it.
Y'all.
Because it's hard to not do it with breathing to go like cushion,
Yeah.
cushion.
I'm still there where
Yeah.
I'm like, it just happens that way.
And
Like,
sometimes it does, like, and
Yeah.
it's fine. But Yeah, he's always like, just it's okay. We never get mad at ourselves.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's a very forgiving practice.
It is really nice.
I at first was like, because they check in, they're like, so have you noticed any differences? I'm like, I don't feel shit. But then I realized like time goes by way slower. Like I used to like be constantly keeping up with the clock. Like, oh my God, I can't believe it's already 10 and 9. I have all this stuff to do still. And I've gotten way more done. And I've also like not hard on myself because I'm usually like, you should have this done by this time. I'm like, hey, we don't try.
See, that's my life already.
Nice.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
my life
what
already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, girl, same. That's why
Yeah.
I'm like, I gotta get into this.
It's really and when you're focused so much on the 20 minutes, they always say like it's not even about the 20 minutes. It's not about transcending during those 20 minutes. It's about how your life feels in the times you're not meditating. It takes you to a level of calm that just lets you kind of observe your life.
Okay.
You're trying to enter the quantum field. It's because right now I'm reading this one book called.
I'm so proud of you that you read.
I was so
I'm like
reading.
reading science.
No, yeah,
more than
no,
just
it
looks.
really is like super
Great.
sciencey. It's a science approach to like meditation, and so in this book, he's talking about how like what we're trying to do is we're trying to reach the quantum realm, which is like did you ever watch Ant-Man?
I did watch Ant-Man.
So you know how like he gets like as small as an atom, and then like smaller than that he enters the
Yeah.
quantum realm, and in that realm all timelines exist and all possibilities exist.
Yeah.
And so what
he sees his dad, and that's the one, right? Where isn't he like?
or
Listen, I've
it-
done a lot of hallucinogens. Not even just this weekend. Not even just this weekend. I'm like, I entered.
We're
that.
not really here.
Yeah, I know, it's really weird. I mean, this is just, a lot of the colors are.
yeah, you know, they're
to
pretty
match up
trippy.
with not being here.
But yeah, so then in that book, they're pretty much talking about how like every like an atom or like subparticles are made out of energy. It's not matter. So like whenever you concentrate on like when you concentrate your energy on the subparticle energy, you're able to influence it to become anything you want it to be at any point in time. Like you could influence your past if you want to, which is it sounds insane, but yeah, I know this book is blowing
It's
my
like the
fucking
inner
mind.
child work.
Yeah, so it's called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. I'm like halfway through this
Joe
book.
Dispenza. Yeah, that's a cool guy.
Yeah, so he's really just talking about how like when you meditate, what is happening
I
here?
just want to be this
Oh
dog
Oh
right
my
now.
gosh.
Like he's just not
I
even
mean, I
here.
see him every day, and it's still the cutest thing I've ever seen in my
What
life.
subparticle is being influenced there because I want to be it?
Yeah, whatever he's
Why
on.
are
I'm putting
you
all
the
my love and
cutest
energy
boy?
into this little doggy.
Why are
Oh
you
my
the cutest
goodness.
boy?
That's freaking cute.
So
Oh
easy.
my God,
the life I want.
love him.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
We
So
manifested
adorable.
this.
I hope you got like
Dang.
cool slides when you zoom down. Oh, should I explain the rest of my outfit? Okay, so
Oh,
then
yeah.
this is
The rest seems
these
normal
are
to me.
95%. They're 90% is what they're called. 90% is the brand.
Oh,
They're
plug.
very expensive. Got them from Whitney Cummings, but if you want to send me some,
Well,
I'll tag
name
you.
drop.
Oh no, I'm gonna name drop more.
Okay.
This bag is from Olivia Munn.
Oh, wow.
No big deal.
Amazing.
It's the
NVD.
funny. My boyfriend was saying it too. We were like on this trip with all these hippies, and they're like, "We like your bag." He's like, "Olivia Munn gave it to us." He's like, doing all the thing. They're like, "Shut up."
Cute.
What about the slides? Where'd those come from?
Yeah, and the
These I
socks.
bought myself. The socks are from Target.
So
I
they're
don't want to
from Annie
brag.
Lederman.
I live near a Target. Hoops are from Forever 21.
Love
because
it.
I'm
Oh,
so
name
young
drop,
and
name
cute.
drop.
Love it, love it. And you have to see the nails too, the blue
Yeah.
The
flames.
nails,
Flames.
Kim K Nails. She does the famous people. I have rich friends. Trust me, she's never seen my 1-bedroom carpeted apartment. It's so funny. I'm like Whitney. So I hang out with Whitney Cummings all the time, and she is friends with all of these, heavily
Uber famous
successful
people.
women, and she's like making this sort of like cult, her own little Nexium. We're all going to brand W's on our
shit.
vaginas,
Jesus Christ.
and we're going
That
for
intense
it.
fast.
She's our queen. She's our queen. But it's funny because, I'll be like, oh, you should come to my podcast. But my podcast is in my apartment. And I'm like, you shouldn't. I can't. I'm not ready for you to come to my apartment yet. I don't want you to know.
I want you to know I'm not rich.
She comes in, she's like,
Yeah.
you live like this?
Are you okay?
I'm
Do you want my
humbling.
Tesla?
I'm humbling myself for to be
can
in the
start-
mind of the peasants.
We can start you a GoFundMe if you
Yeah, I'm
want.
so rich that I just am deciding to stay in this.
I'm a rich minimalist.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I do think this is a rich power move. That if you see someone in slides and socks, I'm usually like, that person's so rich,
This bitch is always in slides and socks.
and she's rich.
I look like a piece of shit.
She's the
every day.
richest one of all.
Except for your sweatshirt, right?
Oh no, this one. This is
check out our merch. We
so
have a
cute.
merch
name
shop.
drop. Name drop. This is Big Mood merch. I have no idea who they are, but I just got it because they're so amazing. They look so cool, so I
They're so
ordered it
soft.
myself. It's
They're
so soft,
really
So
pretty, and they
soft.
read science.
Ow. Oh, it's prickly. No, I'm just kidding.
Look at this softness inside
That's
here.
so soft.
Yeah, but other than that, I do look like a sack of shit most of the days.
So how'd you meet your boyfriend?
I'm just starting to like acknowledge that he exists. You just don't
That
want to
stage, yeah.
And that's how you should treat men.
I just feel like just on camera because I'm just like I'm like kind of I guess I'm like a sex symbol. I don't know. I'm like, what are you supposed to
Sex
tell
symbol.
what are you supposed to tell the people?
My answer, because I never come forward with my relationship ever.
Yeah.
So whenever people ask me, "Are you dating someone?" I say, I always say no, but there are definitely people out there who would be very angry if they heard that answer.
That's good. I say I have an assistant, a live-in assistant.
yeah.
Who does
butler.
everything. Yeah, I have a butler. I have a cute butler.
How'd you meet your butler?
I met my butler. He used to work at the Comedy Store. He's an editor.
Not a comic.
No.
Oh, okay.
He did he dabbled, but we handled that fast.
Great. Yeah.
I was like, I know this is abusive, but it's unacceptable. You can never do it again. I'm sorry. I know you're gonna write a book about your week with Annie Lederman one day.
Does he
About
have
them.
a good laugh at least?
He laughs all the time. He's
Okay.
so cute. He's half Asian. He's so handsome. He's tall.
Nice.
Pulling it
He's
down
just
for us.
such a good. He's just the best.
Half
He's
what
so good.
Asian?
He is. His mom is from Laos.
Oh,
Okay.
wow. Nice.
So I don't know those words. I don't know what
We
the
take
word
those.
would be.
We take these wins.
Yeah,
He's
we
a
take
good one. He's a good
Laotian?
one.
Laos, yeah.
Laotian?
Yeah,
We take these
Laotian.
ones.
Laotian. Ooh, that's cute. He's Laotian. I wish I'd said that. You guys are like, she's so good. I bet you she knows how to cook pho. I don't, but I think you boil water. I'm not,
Not
sure.
even the
Different
same
Asian.
ethnicity. Not that's
her
us. That's
ethnicity.
Vietnamese. That's us. That's us.
Vietnamese.
It's cool. Yeah, it's fine. I'm not mad. It's fine.
I gotta go. What if she was mad and we just had to do the rest of the thing where I was like,
The whole
I'm a
time I'm just like, she
got
racist
pissed.
and-
She throws her dog.
Oh my god, he'd go so
Guess
far.
what's gonna be in my pho next week?
Oh my god.
Different Asian, Gina.
Randy Pho. Randy Pho.
Randy Pho.
He would taste so good. His little belly's so cute. I want to eat his little penis. Is that bad to say?
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
you
Don't
can't
say
do that
that.
It's
anymore.
so cute.
It's 2020. You can't say
do
you
that
want to eat
anymore.
dog.
You used to always be able to
Used
talk
to
about
always-
slicing the penis off your puppy and eating it.
Oh my god.
I keep
The
thinking
good old
about
days.
ways
If
he's
it
gonna
was
die.
2018, you could have gotten away with it.
I
but-
keep thinking about the ways he could die, especially on this trip when we were out with all these birds
Drugged
of
up.
prey and stuff. So I'm just like, he could get picked up by a bird. He could get if he got hit by a car, the limbs would be flying in all directions. I just keep thinking about it, and it's helping me cope with my fear of him.
That's how I feel about being a single female traveling. Sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, anything
how's
could
it-
happen to me. I'm a baby. I'm so small.
But
Like,
How could I
honestly,
go?
with the size of this dog, though, if something sneezed at him, he'll probably die.
I know. No, he's
So
actually pretty tough.
just blown away.
He's surprisingly tough. I know, because
wonder
his
if
little
that's-
neck, I could just break it.
Right?
Is he your first pet?
He's my first pet in a while as a grown up. I had one when I first started college who actually looked exactly like him. And but it was a girl, Punky. And then my parents got her for me as a present, and then I gave her back as a present that Christmas. I was like,
No thanks.
Indian giver. I don't know if we're still allowed to say that, but you guys get the reference.
Is that not allowed now?
Probably not.
Yeah.
You know what the worst one is that I didn't even realize? Master bedroom.
Oh,
yeah,
we
the-
did a JK
Yeah.
article.
What?
on
Why?
that.
What?
JK
Why?
Because it refers to masters
The
and
master
slaves.
suite.
The
It's
master
where
of
master
the
would be.
house.
Oh, son of a.
Isn't that crazy? You wouldn't even think about it?
I didn't even realize that. I just think bathroom.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
There's
Wait.
crazy things.
So
Yeah, I just think a
we just
bathroom,
don't
too.
say that no more? Or
Call
what?
it the
We call it
What do we call it
I think it's the
now?
Grand Suite or something.
yeah, something
now.
like
Oh,
that.
that sounds cooler.
It's not very
Grand.
well known though.
The
so I
Grand Wizard Suite. It's so upsetting. It's
Yeah,
like,
the-
Jesus.
Jesus.
When does it end?
Who booked this woman on here? Like, we're trying so hard.
I can't use that, but I really want
So you're a stand-up, right? You're a stand-up comedian. Everybody, okay?
I do stand up.
How
Everything I say is a joke.
you've been doing stand-up forever?
My boyfriend's Asian. I get a pass.
yeah.
See, it's good to talk about him. I never talked about him before. And his dad's a white rapper, not for profession. He's a roofer, but he raps.
He's a
It's so
roofer.
funny. I put him on him rapping at the end of my last podcast.
Oh,
if you guys
good.
want to see it.
Cute.
Bless.
It's so funny.
Get
He
him
should
on
have a
TikTok.
Is
TikTok.
he
Yeah.
Laotian too?
No, he's a whitey.
Oh, okay.
white
It's so
side
funny.
Laotian.
It's so funny.
How's
he
his mom
raps.
like? Is she super Laotian?
She is so funny and so hilarious, so cool.
Cute.
She's just They're great. They're really good. They all live in New Jersey. I'm from Philly, so
Oh,
I
that's
always
dope.
end up with a nice Jersey boy.
Aw.
Yeah.
So he's already met the family.
well, we FaceTime
Serious?
and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm in love.
Oh my
But if any of my people
god.
are watching this, I'm single. Keep following me. You'll probably
They're
get a
not
shot.
watching.
You'll probably get a shot.
So what got you into stand up?
A painful childhood, you know.
Right.
You know what?
Everything's hurt.
That's what makes people funny. Like you
It
have to have
is,
that
yeah.
right amount of trauma, not to like fuck you up and you like off yourself.
And you serial kill
You have to
people?
be
little-
teetering on the off
Yeah.
yourself ledge.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like that should be a service offered to people. Like, let us traumatize your children just a little bit.
Just
like,
a
we've
little bit.
studied enough to know just about how much
Yeah.
to make them funny and have thick skin. When
Yeah,
they
you
grow
want
up.
to get messed. You want to get messed
Yeah.
with a little. You want to get bullied. Honestly, you do want to get a little
Yeah, just a
bullied.
little.
A teensy bit bullied.
Maybe I didn't get bullied
bit.
enough. I'm not funny enough.
I think you're funny.
Why don't you
I'm not-
influence your past to get bullied?
Yeah, I need to do
Yeah,
that. I need to
That's such a good
meditate.
idea.
Get in there. I need to have
Get
a
on
better
that theta
personality.
beta level and
If you guys have been following me on Instagram, you have seen recently me cooking HelloFresh meals. I was in the process of moving, and HelloFresh sent me a box, and I was like, thank God, because I don't want to go to the grocery store. I got too much shit to do. They sent me a box of prepackaged meals. I got 3 of them, and what I love to do is cook the meals for dinner, and then I'll plate both of them, and because I'm alone, I saran wrap the second plate and put it in the fridge for lunch the next day.
what the fuck is happening over
I thought
here?
you were just gonna say I played both of them. I took pictures to make it look like I'm eating with someone. I was like, Jesus Christ!
No, I'm not that lame. I'll show the picture of the one that I did.
Gina was like, I'm not alone.
Yeah, no, I'm not the only one.
like pretend, like light a candle and pretend there's 2 of us. No, but I love it. It saves time because then the next day when I'm busy during the day, I'm more busy obviously during the day than at night. My lunch is already made. I just pop that bitch in the microwave. I love it. Over 90% of ingredients are sourced directly from growers to ensure the freshest recipes are delivered to your door. You can easily change your delivery days or food preferences and skip a week whenever you need. So to try out America's #1 meal kit, go to HelloFresh.com/BigMood90 and use the code BigMood90 to get $90 off, including free shipping. Again, go to HelloFresh.com/BigMood90 and use code BigMood90 to get $90 off, including free shipping.
So about all those doll hairs, right? Sometimes those doll hairs get dirty and you should wash them. But not all doll hairs are the same, and that's why we have Function of Beauty.
Yes.
Have you ever used 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner? Because if you did,
We're judging.
man, I'm going to punch you.
You're a basic bitch.
It might be more efficient, but you're definitely not treating your hair right. So you should get your best hair ever with Function of Beauty. Function of Beauty is a personalized hair care product, and it's formulated just for you. And now they have more to treat your unique needs from hair to toe. Along with hair care, they now offer customizable body wash and body lotion. All you have to do is go to their website and you take these really cute little quizzes that tells you what you need, or you tell it what you need, what your
like
hair
dry
is like.
skin or not that dry. My skin's actually oily, so
Yeah.
we'll formulate it to your body.
And you get to pick the scent. I got eucalyptus. And it's so good. And then I also got a lavender color because then you can like customize it all the way through.
I think I have the same exact combination. as
Really?
you. Yeah.
And the bottle even has your name on it, which is really cute. Their new body wash and lotion are tailored to your skin's moisture level and other preferences. Function of Beauty's formulas always use clean ingredients, are cruelty-free, and every bottle is individually formulated to give you what you need to look and feel your best. So what are you waiting for? Go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to take your 4-part hair profile quiz and save 20% on your first order. Again, go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood for 20% off and let them know that you heard about it from our show. That's functionofbeauty.com/bigmood.
I freaking love that brand.
Me too. I like anything with my name on it.
Is this my camera?
You could look at
Whatever.
whatever camera
Guys,
you
I like
like.
to
Just
to
switch
read
in
the
between.
camera.
Do whatever you want. All right, back at it.
Yeah.
From my girl code days. They're like, what do you think about periods? I'm like, they hurt. I was putting it to me on girl code. I'm like, ow.
I missed that show.
It was so fun.
I watched
Bet.
one clip of Girl Code that you were on that this guy was like, my girlfriend calls me daddy. Is that cool or not cool? And every girl in Girl Code was like, ew. But I was like,
No.
what? I call
Yeah.
my husband daddy all the
I don't
time.
remember.
That's my
I like.
shit.
I don't even remember what I said.
You were actually the most for it, but as long as it wasn't specific, like don't call
Don't say
him
his
Mr.
name.
Letterman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jesus
Don't call him
Christ.
Scott Letterman, please. Yeah.
Oh, Lord.
No, it is funny. It's like, I'll call I'll be like, Pep Pep. We call him Pep Pep.
Pep
right?
Pep.
We call our daddy Pep Pep.
Were there people on that show that did not get along?
Oh yeah, give us the tea.
Because there was one girl that
You
was
sent an
there.
NDA?
There was that one girl that was there that was she was hot as hell. This Vietnamese girl.
Oh.
She was so hot. And then she had like this huge like racial thing going on. Fell
In the
off.
beginning, and then she wasn't on later on. Is that the girl? I
think
the first
so.
season.
I think so. Yeah.
Something Rose or
Oh,
something.
no.
There was. I mean, I definitely had one girl I fucking couldn't stand,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't usually. I mean, I get along with people, but for the most part, all the time. But you know the difficult people that like show up so late. I know I did show up late, like my bad. But
Yes,
so
we do know those
late,
people.
like she would be 2 hours late, and then she'd have a heart. Like she'd be like complaining about it taking a long time. It's like, bitch, you're the one that's keeping people
Oh,
from
yeah.
their families.
Oh, wow.
Like people have to go.
Yeah.
I was late though.
Well, this show doesn't matter. We're not. I mean, you're not
It's not like
contracted.
we have families to go to.
But it was
It's
like,
okay.
I don't know,
families.
like, I have a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Or,
No, it's fine.
I'm lonely, so I'm good.
yeah, she doesn't want to leave. She told me,
told-
she texted me, she said, show up late. But I don't know, just like, you know, like people that don't respect the makeup artist, stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Dude,
Where they
yeah.
treat people like the help, and you're like, bitch,
Oh,
you know how
yeah.
ugly you would be without this person?
Yikes.
You need her. You need
and the
this
lighting
woman.
guy. I suck up to the lighting guy or girl. I'm just like, yo,
Yeah.
make sure there's no shadows. Like, tell me, just do a hand signal at me.
Yeah.
I like
I'll go
worship the beauty team because it's like if you guys didn't exist, I would not have a career.
I know. We
Yeah.
need them. We love them. If you're out there, please keep painting our faces.
Yes.
Beautifying.
Don't
love
run
you.
out of eyelash glue. Some of us need you.
I know.
Sorry.
For free, eyelashes for free over here.
And
We're
I'd like
struggling.
to give a shout out to like the graphic effects editors that can do airbrushes.
Oh,
on
yeah.
airbrush effects. Just like keep doing you, man.
Yeah,
doing
it's
it.
great. It's so good.
Color correcting
Honestly,
perfectly.
dating an editor is like the greatest.
Oh,
thing
yeah.
during being
Oh,
a comedian
I
during the
know.
pandemic
That's
when my
great.
entire life just went online, and then I'm just like, can you clip this? Can you do that? Can you do that? I'm like. He had like a list of all the things he was working on and like the money he was gonna make, and it was like, you know, like $500, $300, $150, and then it was just zero for me.
But he gets paid in other ways.
He does.
Perhaps.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yes, he gets to clean up my kitchen and do things
And
for
dog
me.
poop.
He's
Scoop.
so lucky.
It's just worth way more than money.
What a lucky guy.
More than money.
Oh my god, my dog is so cute.
How
can't
cute
live like
is
this.
he?
The cutest.
Oh my god. If you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing out.
Oh, cute.
Oh my god. How is it on a calendar?
That's so adorable.
I love him
cutest.
so much.
So
Probably my favorite guest now
Amazing.
because you brought a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
That's it.
everyone else.
You win.
People.
Yeah.
you can be late if you bring a puppy.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I have a puppy as a peace offering.
Yeah.
My lateness.
I think that's okay.
I feel like
He's
everyone
such
else,
a good boy.
all the guests we've had before that didn't bring puppies.
I don't even remember them.
I hate them now.
yeah.
Well, I was like, should I bring him or not? And then I was like, I have to bring the joy puppies bring people. You can't not.
We need it. We
He's
need
so
it.
quiet and
I
so
know.
good.
He's such a
Wait,
good
so let's go
boy.
back to your mask. So you were
yeah.
wearing this
Oh,
mask.
yeah.
You said you designed it?
I drew these and
Oh, you
had them
drew
made.
it.
Yeah, I like to draw.
That's dope.
I drew these.
Super cute.
Had them made. I was doing Joe Rogan's podcast a couple months ago, and I had this idea. So I drew the picture real quick because it's such a big audience, and I was
Yeah.
like, I had my boyfriend mock it up, and then
This
I
is a
brought it and I
useful
gave it
boyfriend.
to. No, it's like I literally have an assistant. I don't have a boyfriend. I have an assistant who gets lucky. And so I had Jamie, his producer, had it on like ready to go, and then throughout the podcast, I remembered, and I was like, wait. Joe, should I make these masks? And he brought them. He's like, you better make them now because the minute this airs, someone's gonna steal that idea.
True.
That's
so
true.
the minute that we finished the thing, I went and I had them made and had them ready to
Nice.
order and stuff. Yeah, and they're paying my rent now, so get some more.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, they're really funny. They look so funny, and people are like, make them like with different skin colors. And I'm like, this is my face though. I'll get in trouble for blackface.
Oh my.
This is like my mole, and
Yeah.
Right.
it's like
We got
such a
different
weird
models.
dance.
It
You
is.
can
What's
have
that?
different models.
Yeah, you're
True.
right. And I do like different people. Oh my god! But then it'll be like if I make the nose wide, or you know what I mean? It's like you
Oh,
just
geez.
can't. You can't
do
win.
It's a slippery slope.
Can't
You
do
can't
it.
win.
Slippery slope.
So you mentioned your mask, the mask paying your rent. I was gonna ask you about like, so since stand-up shows are pretty much dunzo right now, and like productions are kind of on pause.
Yeah.
What have you been working on? Like, you've been working on your podcast.
Yeah,
right?
podcast is what I've been working on. Me Inspiration. It's a YouTuber. I feel like you should watch it. I do a lot of I got props and stuff, but you can listen to it too. And podcast, and honestly, Whitney is kind of Chris Jennering all of us. I don't really know what she's up to, but she has some sort of career plans for all of us. And we're supposed to, Whitney and I are going to, in a little bit, do a podcast together too.
Does she make you drink Kool-Aid at all? Or
There's no Kool-Aid. She doesn't drink sugar. So
Oh, right,
I'm
right.
joking. It's shocking she does. Every time I see Whitney eating, I'm like, this is like a very, she's stabbing like very unhealthy food with a fork, like angrily. I'm like, this is where your trauma lies. There's something going on in the food.
that was her
so funny.
trauma.
Yeah.
was just having to eat
Yeah.
salad as a kid.
Yeah.
But podcast, I'm starting to work on a book. I haven't actually started, but I'm my brain is
Yeah, your
getting
brain's
it
working
together.
on it. You're like,
I had a crazy
books.
childhood, and insane stories, lots of running for my life and stuff like that. So,
oh my gosh.
You seem like my kind of person, just
Yeah.
hanging out with hippies and cowboy hats and drugs. That reminds me of my 20s.
That is-
Yeah, I'm
Gina
sober
Brandy.
though too. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't drink, but
Yeah.
But you
I'm
do-
sober other than
hallucinogens.
DMT, acid, mushrooms.
Ooh, tell me about your
ayahuasca.
DMT experience, because I've been curious.
I do like that I like what you're into these days. You're on the right track. I also have some podcasts for you to listen to.
Oh,
Jim Fortin.
sure.
He talks a lot about brain science, and he also has a shaman as a brother-in-law. So he does a lot of spiritual stuff mixed with brain science. You would love
Cool.
it. It's really cool.
I'm down.
And he really broke me of having any worries about money or anything. And then it just comes. It's really amazing.
It's dope.
And but you were asking me about DMT. So I did DMT for the first time 4 years ago. It was right after the election. I was feeling really crazy and trapped. Do you remember the feeling of being trapped in your own body when you're like, what
Yeah.
is happening right now?
But I don't know if I would have trusted another dimension either. So
Yeah, I think I was anything. I was I need
Anywhere but
anything
here,
right now.
yeah.
So I drove to Santa Fe. I lived in Santa Fe for 7 years, New Mexico, and my best friend lived there on a farm with her husband and her daughter. And so I just was I'm going to drive to Santa Fe. I drove out there, and I was sitting in front of the fire. I'd been driving for 12 hours. Got there, sitting in front of the fire, and I was just I feel very angsty. I feel very uncomfortable. I wish I could do something like DMT or something. And my friend's husband goes, well, you've come to the right place. And he had the DMT.
Wow.
And he had it in the powder form. So you put it in a freebasing. This sounds a lot worse than it is. It's really the most it sounds like crack. But there's something about the lean in to smoking a crack pipe that you're I'm going for it. And so you freebase the crack pipe. No, but I just catapulted. I left my eyes open. I was sitting in this little nook, and I left my eyes open, and everything I broke through into this sort of realm where everything crystallized and hardened and became geometric shapes. And I was oh my God, this is what is here. Wow. And everything was very mathematical and made complete sense. And I was looking at my friend and her husband, and they turned into almost they looked like toys or something, plastic dolls or something. And they had just sharp outlines. And I was looking at them, and all of the room over here, they're over here, all of the room over here started to get darker and colder. And there was a light behind them. And I could feel my dead grandmother. It was very this is
Wow.
a heaven light. And then everything was getting darker and colder over here and getting brighter. And I had to be you have to be brave, look to the light. Because it's almost so beautiful. It hurts to look at it. So I was
Wow.
be brave, be brave. And I was looking over, and I saw everything in the room was getting sucked into
the light.
into this light, just
Wow.
pulled into it. And then my friend's husband got sucked in. And then I saw my best friend, one of her eyes got sucked in first.
Whoa.
It was in Beetlejuice. I don't know if you saw Beetlejuice
Yeah.
in the waiting room, literally a face sucked up one eye at a time. And then the whole room went, and then I went into the light, and I was panicking oh, I have to breathe. I have to breathe. And then I realized I didn't have to breathe. And I just released, and I it felt so good, and I fizzled out into the light. So
Cool.
I'm pretty sure I know what dying is going to be.
Wow.
And it was really nice. And I sat up feeling really, I have a lot of anxiety about my father's death because he's a lot older than me. and he was just an older dad. So since I was a kid, he had heart disease and stuff. So since I was little, I've always been worried about my dad dying. And so it really gave me a lot of peace with that. And I was like, when he does go, it's going to feel so good. And
I did
Make
hear
us so
that
happy.
DMT ends up like activating a chemical in your brain that activates when you die.
yeah, it's released when you're born and when you die. So it's that tunnel vision that people talk about is DMT.
Did you
related.
experience that like cannon shooting?
Yeah,
like-
pretty much. I got
yeah.
sucked up into it. Yeah, it was really amazing. But then there's other times I've done DMT where one time I did it and I broke through so fast that I was in this like kaleidoscope world just spinning so fast. And I was like, this is so beautiful. Why do I get to see this? I shouldn't be allowed to see this. This is so amazing. And then I was like, I had forgotten I was on DMT. And I was like, oh, wait, I'm on DMT. And then I was having these visions. I was in there's this cube like thing that doesn't exist in this dimension. I don't remember what it's called, but you can look it up. It's a common thing that people see in, it's not a prism, but it's like a cube with an extra,
Oh, a tesseract.
maybe that's what it's called. Yeah, that sounds more like it. Yeah. And I was inside one of those and I kept like, I would be there and then I would think about someone else. I'd think about my mom. And then this woman that was there, who I think is like the same as Mother Ayahuasca, who's like a woman who comes to you. Is ayahuasca and DMT are a feminine, and then tobacco is a masculine. There's a whole thing. I've done a lot of weekends. I have a shaman. I have my own shaman. I'm shaman's pet.
Is he also your boyfriend?
He loves me. He's not my boyfriend. He's not my boyfriend. He's gay. He's very lucky he's gay because I would be so obsessed with him if he wasn't.
That's so LA. I have my own shaman.
Yeah, my shaman. People say I'm turning too much LA, but my shaman says it's their own projection. But he's really great. He lives in Brazil, and he before the pandemic would fly around and do
Do
different.
you Zoom your
ceremonies.
shaman now?
I do Zoom with him. I do Zoom with him.
okay.
He does like Zoom meetups and stuff. Nothing.
You like
no
Zoom
drugs.
sages?
Yeah, he does. No, he does. He blows tobacco smoke on us
Oh,
and gives us
wow.
prayers and stuff. Yeah, he's really
Dope.
cool. His name is Jacques. I don't want to say his last name, but
He sounds legit. Jacques from Brazil.
He's
You know what?
amazing.
Yeah.
And
He's really incredible.
believe
He's a
it.
beautiful guy.
Yeah.
And one time I went to this place in the outskirts of Chicago. A friend of his has a beautiful home in the woods, and we did a ceremony there one weekend. And
A
he was
Chicago
coming-
shaman?
He travels. He's a traveling shaman. He travels. He's not from Chicago, but it would be cool. I would love to have a Chicago accented shaman.
shaman.
Yeah,
would love
talking to you about hot dogs and baseball. But he was coming to check on us, and this light was coming in from behind his head, and it was like looks like a halo, and I just was like, Jacques, I have such a big crush on you. Like I love you, and he's like laughed. He's like, thank you. He's just really sweet
I have
guy.
a crush on Randy.
I know.
He's lucky he's a dog.
I know his balls haven't dropped yet, but I'll hit you up when they do.
Okay, thank you.
He doesn't have his. I can't wait to see your little balls. We're gonna snip them off, put them on the mirror of the car.
That's how I thought about getting my cat fixed. I wanted to keep his balls so bad.
I know it's a part of him.
Yeah, it was this fuzzy little thing, but I forgot to ask for it.
I've never seen cat balls before.
They look like cat
cute.
balls.
Yeah.
Like, they're just
They're like furry
furry-ass
balls. That's so funny. That would look
cherries.
cute on the
Little pom poms.
cherries. They were red. That's troubling. We're worried about your cat. But yeah, DMT really, I mean, so I was thinking about, so I was in this like cube thing and I would think about someone else. I would go like, oh, I wish my mom could see this. And I would like, this woman would break my neck. It would go, and then I would be in another side of the cube. And then she'd go, it's you. And then I go, I wish my friend Abby was here. And she'd break my neck. She'd be like, it's you. Like, focus on you. And that is like codependency is like a big problem. Not a problem, but a struggle that I have. So
Yeah.
it was really interesting, like lesson to be taught. And another time I went and I was dancing with these little demon things.
Yeah.
And they were like, it was like, it's fun to be bad. It's okay. And it was kind of showing me like the both sides that you have to have like the evil for the good. And like, it's okay. Don't be mad at yourself.
That's
like,
more in alignment with the trips that I've heard of like these like weird like creatures from other dimensions. And they're like so like crazy and they're like, but they're like happy, but they're like crazy. And
yeah, it was like that. It was like these little, they were like dancing and.
Man, I never wanted to try DMT, but now I kind of do.
It's
the
amazing.
only drug I
recommend
wanna
it for
try.
everyone.
I've always wanted to try
I'm
it.
afraid, like, I've done enough drugs where it's just like, I'm kind of cool. I'm not curious about anything else, but I didn't really hear about DMT until the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But a part of me is just scared of like, what if something breaks the wrong way? But which is weird because I've never really had bad trips before. so I don't think I should.
Yeah, and I've
worry
never
about
heard
that.
anyone
It's
have a
normal
bad
to be
trip.
scared of a trip,
Yeah.
though. I think. I don't think
Yeah.
that's
DMT is the only one I've never heard anyone say they had a bad trip on.
Good.
I mean, I've heard people say they got scared because like
Yeah.
they were in this weird world and like
Right.
the things that were there were like you're not supposed to be here, and like they got kind of scared.
Yeah.
But they never had like a bad trip. Although I have been worried like. What if it breaks something in there where you can like see ghosts now or something?
Yeah,
and I don't
want
want to see ghosts.
Yeah,
You
you're like
unlock
too much on the
something?
other
Yeah.
on the other side. I have
Yeah.
a friend who's done so many. He's done DMT so many times that he has gone to. You don't want to be in both worlds. Like that's too much. I think it's cool to kind of visit and realize. The overwhelming sort of message I've gotten from it is that everything is exactly where it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Which has really been helpful for me because you think about trauma and you think about stuff like that and kind of what you were saying before about how it does make you funny. It's like it's helped me a lot thinking like, oh, it's okay that these things happened to me when I was younger because they've given me this perspective now. And you know, when you take a wrong turn and you're mad at yourself because it's going to take longer to get to the fucking podcast you're late for. You're like, oh my God, I was already fucking late and then I didn't get on the 5. Cool. All right, Riverside, I'll get there eventually. No, I was like, I can't believe that happened. But you have to think like there's a reason for it. Like there's something better that way or...
So now let's talk about our sponsor, Honey. Because, guys, these days, it honestly feels like online shopping is the only kind of shopping we're doing, right? So the Observatory probably has some online stuff going on. And you could pick up that exact same shirt Jess was wearing when she was a child. So Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes and automatically applies the best one available at checkout. So Honey is basically your online shopping best friend because it definitely is mine. Recently, I was shopping for some home decor to fill up the house that we have, and dude, I saved a solid $60. Like, I freaking love Honey. So here's how it works: you get Honey on your computer for free in 2 easy clicks by going to joinhoney.com/mood. Then when you're checking out on one of its over 30,000 supported sites, Honey pops up and all you have to do is click apply coupons. You wait a few seconds as Honey searches for coupons for that site, and if Honey finds working codes, it'll apply the best one to your cart. Honey has found its over 17 million members, over $2 billion in savings. It's simple. If you have a computer, Honey should be on it. It's free and it works with whatever browser you use. You can get Honey for free today at joinhoney.com/mood. That's joinhoney.com/mood.
Mood.
And speaking of online best friends, what if you had a best friend that picked out all your clothes and then delivered them to your door?
Yes.
You like the best
Please.
friend that I got that picked out these jeans that I'm wearing.
Rock 'em. Hell yeah, look at this. Look at this. These,
So cozy.
these
That was
jeans
for
are
you guys.
so comfy too.
Yeah,
like they
they are.
stretch to fit your body.
Yeah, I've gained like
perfectly.
10 pounds over the summer and they still fit me. Thank you, Stitch Fix.
Amazing.
I won't leave you hanging.
Oh, I didn't know that was for
Thanks,
me.
Tiff.
Fat pants.
These are yeah,
Yeah.
drawstring ones. Anyway, if you would like, maybe you gained 10 pounds or maybe you lost 10 pounds. We don't know your life.
lost
If
10
you,
pounds.
The jeans will still
Nice.
fit.
cool, good for you, Gina.
It feels great. It feels great.
You can fuck
really
right
cool.
on.
So what if you needed to pick more clothes out and you're like, I don't fucking know what my style is? Well, you go online, you go to Stitch Fix, and you sign up for an account, and they have you pick different photos that you like the style of the clothing in the photos, and then from those photos you selected, they assess your personal style, and then they pick out some pieces, they send them to your door, you try them on, you keep the ones that you like, send the ones that you don't like back, but you'll probably keep them all, and then you'll get a discount if you keep them all, because you'll like them so much, and you get a discount. You pay a $20 styling fee for each fix, which is credited towards anything you keep. You can schedule it anytime. There's no subscription required. Plus, shipping, returns, and exchanges are easy and free. Stitch Fix does the hard work for you, making great style effortless for everybody, including women, men, and kids.
Bibis.
Get started today at stitchfix.com/mood, and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/mood for 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. stitchfix.com/mood.
Yes, thank you to our sponsors. And if you want to support this show, pick something up for yourself or as a gift for someone else.
Here we go.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about the ego death part of it too. That's what I'm really interested
Yeah.
in.
What, it gets rid of your ego?
Well, like
Yeah, I know,
ego
you
in
need it.
all.
She can't shut up. It's
I mean,
like,
I'm just
oh my
too
God, no.
pretty is the thing, and
She's
like
so-
it's
she can't stop
hard.
talking about it.
It's
It's like, we
really
get it, we
hard.
know.
You don't get it. You would never get it.
In fact, she walks through every door butt first, just rub it in her face. So we have no
Don't
idea.
look at that.
Oh my God, I haven't even seen it yet. I'm so excited for the
Don't look
stand-up.
at it.
The reveal is going to be so good.
No, but
Andy just lunges for it.
But even like self-hatred, is part of your ego. It's so like it's all aspects of it. When when you're late for the podcast and you're like blaming yourself, that's all ego based too. And so I wonder what I just awareness, and that's why I got into TM was like just awareness without like any personal attachment to it. I really am interested in that because even being aware of that, I still like, even if I can catch it, which is like the first sign of being able to do the ego death is like when you're consciously aware, like, oh shit, this isn't me. This is my ego. Like I shouldn't be reacting this angrily because it actually has nothing to do with me. It's just is. It just is.
Right. Also, like acknowledging your triggers and noticing when you're being triggered. I always say, I have a thing like I'm trying to make it into a joke whenever fucking Santa comes back. But I say instead of whenever I'm triggered, I say I'm twiggered. So you remember that you're being a baby. You go, I'm twiggled. Aww. And it snaps you out of it because it's all old patterns. It's things that have gotten into your psyche.
I did a similar trick. So anytime I'm like super mad and taking myself
twig?
way too twig.
You cute little twig.
Anytime I'm like taking myself way too seriously, like I'm like, oh my God, I wanted this done. I like say my problem as if I'm making fun of it with like a wham first. I'm like, oh wham. I wish I got this done.
And it will snap you out of it because life is not about having a perfect record. It's about course correcting and acknowledge. You have that
I bully
present
myself.
moment.
If I ever walked in on you doing that, I would fucking leave immediately.
I'm like, I didn't get this brand deal done.
Your husband puts up with a lot.
He does.
That's why he calls her his baby.
Yeah. That's cute.
Yeah.
I love that. I like that. I'm going to use that.
Yeah.
shit.
It's
That's a
good.
great
It definitely
trick.
works. It definitely
Yeah.
works. That's my next
Twiggled.
mask I'm doing. I'm making a twiggled mask.
Twiggled.
A little
Haven't say
pacifier.
triggered.
Yeah.
Twiggled.
Twiggled.
Twiggled. Oh, it's cute.
That is cute.
Okay,
Yeah.
I have a few questions, and like we don't normally do just shooting the shit episodes, so I'm really happy that you're here
This
for
is
this.
fun, yeah.
This is really fun.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want to ask you questions. These are like kind of random questions that I would ask on a first date, but I just like to know, like, okay,
I'm gonna lean in for a kiss,
and everyone
bitch.
can answer too.
I'll move.
Like we're
all
dating,
involved, okay.
yeah, okay, but Anna's gonna start.
Yeah.
Okay, what the fuck just happened?
Are you okay?
Like just
She lost her boner.
I dropped a fucking.
Okay.
Don't mind me.
Gina,
Yeah.
can you like stop hogging the attention?
Sorry, I'm so
'Cause I'm
sorry.
trying to
She
ask
needs an
Annie a
ego
question.
jab.
Twiggle.
We're gonna blow some DMT smoke in her face. We're gonna hotbox a car.
I don't do it on purpose.
Her shaman's gonna get on Zoom and
Right.
just fucking sage at you. Okay, what is the worst quality of a human being that you can think of?
Not growing and not getting better.
Ooh,
I don't
love
care
that.
what your problem is. If you're working to get better, you're good.
So it's like, well, I only killed 5 people instead of 6 today.
Well, what is this part of me that wants to murder? Why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
That awareness is enough that shows they're trying to change and stuff like that. Yeah, but maybe being a murderer is first. You're right. You're right.
It depends on who they're murdering.
Is it an old
Yeah.
predator?
Okay, murder aside, let's say like not murderers, not rapists, just like normal.
Besides the obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Like
got it.
chewing too loud type thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
As soon as you
I think
asked
that's a
her,
good one.
the first thing that popped in my head was being stubborn, which is along the lines of what
Right.
you were saying, which is not growing.
Yeah.
Right.
Where it's like being so stuck in your ways that you refuse to like entertain any other opinions or ideas to the point where you're just gonna live in your hole.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Yeah, it's
There's
not fun
a-
to be around.
There's a quote that I love that it's what is it? If criticism makes you angry, then you have an ego problem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, like we're on social media, we're on the internet, whatever. We get criticized, which
Right.
is fine. And like a lot of people are like, well, I just don't bother, blah blah blah, whatever. But then I told you guys before too, like if there's a few people that have said it, I kind of look back at myself and be like, wait, is that true? Because if
Yeah.
it's more than one, if it's that many people saying it, then there might be a truth in there somewhere.
That's such a good quality to have. I do that too, where it's you shouldn't completely ignore
Right.
what you're doing. You are entertaining people, and you do have to make something that you love and that you think is great. But if you're right, if people are going, whoa, this isn't the way, or this isn't what we like. Yeah, I love that. That's great.
Yeah,
second
that was a
look at
good
yourself.
answer.
Yeah.
All right, what do you do to relax? Drugs.
No. Because I was gonna I was
Meditate.
like, I do. Yeah, meditating, breath work is actually amazing. My shaman does that too, where breathwork is a one of the craziest tools I've ever used because it sounds like absolute horseshit. I mean, breathwork. What
Yeah.
the fuck are you talking about?
You're
But-
very LA now. You're
No,
going
listen.
LA territory.
I lean in. I don't give a fuck. I'm
She
like,
probably has
yeah,
a
man.
crystal in her vagina to fix something. Or something.
It's a yoni egg, all right?
Yoni egg.
It's from Goop.
Goop.
Gwyneth Paltrow gave it to me personally.
Yes, my yoni egg is from Gwyneth Paltrow. My bag is from Olivia Munn. No, but it's really a cool thing to do because
How do you do it?
there's just like different people will guide you. I used to go to the Den, which is a meditation
Oh, yeah,
center
yeah.
here, but obviously can't do that anymore. And they had really two different teachers. One is this girl Sophia, who I love, who hers was she's a singer and stuff, so it was very soft, and then she would sing at the end and very cool, and you're like crying. I mean, you just start crying. It's like releases the stuff that you didn't even realize you were holding on to. And then the other girl is this woman, Rebecca, who's just used to be a fitness instructor. So she's like, go, breathe, breathe.
Oh my God.
And you're screaming, you're crying. But
me
they
a
do
panic
a
attack.
scream at the end where you
Wow.
scream. You like, everyone screams as loud as they can and you're crying. I mean, it's so crazy. But my shaman does one too, where it's like, I've had visualizations where he's like leads you through the woods and stuff and you find a spirit animal. I've had wolves come up to me like, let's leave these woods. I had a traumatizing experience. And no, it was really crazy. I had a traumatizing experience in my high school. And then every time I would meditate, there were these really pretty woods next to my high school. Every time I would meditate, I'd be back in those woods. And this wolf came to me and was like, we don't need to be here anymore. Like, there's other woods. Like, let's get out of here. Like, let's drop it. And it helped me just like completely move on from this daily sort of trauma I was reliving. And it was just breathing. So it'll be like summer, like you go like in through your mouth, like, and you just do that for an hour,
And you
45
see
minutes as
wolves?
they lead you, and you see wolves, man.
I gotta ask,
Breathing with wolves, not dancing with wolves.
when the wolves are talking to you, is it like when they animate just the mouth part?
Or it's like someone
we gotta
else, it's
leave
like
this place.
Tony O'Brien's mouth, or like angry orange. It's like a person's mouth.
it's a person's mouth.
Yeah.
It's a shitty TikTok video.
Yeah, it's got like a hair lip. I'm like, I remember you. Who are you? Or is this Joaquin Phoenix?
I swear to God, if I get a wolf and he has like something stupid like a lisp or something, I'm gonna be pissed.
That'd be so cute.
That would
With
be
a
the
little
wolf you get.
lisping
That would be the
wolf.
wolf that I
That's
get.
the wolf you deserve, Gina.
That's true. He runs into walls while we're trying to run out of here. I hate this
He's like,
guy.
I'll show you the way. He runs directly into a wall.
Randy's voice would be. Oh, he's so sleepy.
Oh,
What's your
cute
voice
baby.
be?
Like the deepest baritone voice
Yeah.
ever. Very white.
I'm twiggered. That's his voice.
Baby.
I'm
I want him to
sleepy.
have a very heavy El Salvadorian grandmother voice.
Grandmother.
Oh my God, he's
Not
got
the
a
direction I
female
thought you were
voice.
going.
He could be trans. We don't know.
Yeah, he can be whatever he wants. It's 2020. You can be whatever you want, baby. You can identify as a wolf with the lisp if you want to.
I feel like you would be able to kind of tell too. I'm gonna see as he grows older if he has like feminine traits.
Yeah.
Because he does squat to pee. He doesn't lift his leg.
Well, there you go.
Oh my God, I'm gonna
Interesting.
dress him in dresses. Randy.
Let him express himself the way he
He's
wants.
so cute. I'm gonna put lipstick on your eyes. I mean your mouth. Is
Dangerous.
that
having
how they
somebody
test
small.
lipstick on like animals' eyes?
Oh,
serious?
Right. That's rabbits. Oh, then it goes with your costume.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's how they'll know he's a rabbit. I'll put lipstick on his eyes.
Don't have the cruelty-free sign on it.
So
Oh,
cute.
no.
This is not okay to have something this
Cruelty
small.
for free over here. Oh my God. I just can't believe him. He's so cute.
He is the cutest. That's what I would do to relax.
Yeah, just petting my dog. He does get a little bite. He's teething.
Aw.
Goes for the nipple every time. I'm like, Jesus, I got to put on a bra. This is the first time in my life I need a bra.
I remember I gave I showered with a dog because like you're in the shower, you just clean him too. So I squatted down to shower, and then
Whose
the
dog was it? It was just
It was
a
a dog.
random
He just
dog?
showed up at her shower.
dogs that walk into my house. I was puppy sitting. It was a big chow chow. She's the sweetest
Oh,
thing in
they're
the
so
world.
cute.
Yeah. And then I remember I bent down to kind of scrub her, and she licked my nipple, and we just had a moment.
Oh, did you just remind me of a story?
There we go. That's what I'm here for.
Okay, I was hooking up with this older guy. Don't do it. It's not fun. Their dicks are
Sounds
more
fun.
difficult to work.
Oh.
It's just not. It's just he was like 50. It just was like.
Oh, that's an older man.
So we were watching Game of Thrones at his house, and he had a little pug, and we were watching
She
TV.
not like pugs.
I've learned to love the pug.
Nope. Nope. I
She
even
would
said
get really floppy, and she would like hang on your body. She was so cute.
I
She
even
said if you
said-
walk in with a pug, she's leaving.
I will fight
Oh my God,
everyone.
that's so
I
funny.
hate pugs.
But you would a puppy pug? You wouldn't.
Puppy
be able
pugs
to
are fine.
You would be in love.
Yeah, puppies are fine, but once they reach that,
When you see them at first, I do go, whoa, you are like a kind of frightening sight. And then when you get to know them, you're like, you're the cutest. Now I love pugs. But so we were watching Game of Thrones and we were making out and he was fingering me and then it was also wet. And I was like, how is it also wet? These old guys have all these tricks. And then I looked down and his dog was just going at me. And yeah, she got 2 licks in after I found out, and it was
After
no, it was so weird. It was very. I was like, every time I would look at him, I'm like, your dog.
what I tell you, man? What I tell you, pugs.
Insulted me.
Horny ass
wow.
pugs, man.
You know, snoring into my puss.
Oh my god.
No, I was like,
With a wet
remember-
nose.
sorry, I didn't know my pussy was so boring.
I remember I was there was this one guy that I dated, and during sex, his dog came up. It was missionary, and his dog came up and licked his butthole, and that killed the whole mood too.
I know, you're like, you can't, if you keep going, it's like, what does that say?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like your
You really
child
can't.
almost, but
I'd be
maybe
concerned.
not. They can't speak, but
We're like, turn the camera off, Jesus.
The mood is
Ruined the
ruined.
shot.
Reset the
Reset.
room, everyone.
back to one.
What's your thing? What's your thing in bed? What's your kink?
Coming. I love to come.
Yeah,
That's a good
Yeah.
one.
Enough.
I love coming.
good kink.
It's so
not a
great.
lot of guys are into it.
Yeah, I know. Some guys, they just don't
problem.
even care at all. It's weird. You're like, what? I remember in my 20s just not giving a shit and like just being like,
Yeah.
it was fine. And then like
Yeah.
such a psycho in my 30s, like locking the door behind me. Like, I'm not leaving. I want to make a necklace with vibrators on it just to bring with, just in
They
case.
have
I get
one.
They
really
have
scared.
this one.
Oh, they do? That's
Yeah.
great.
I'll message you the company. They're dope.
I love it.
That's right. Shan had one.
Yeah.
yeah, I got
Yeah.
it through Shan.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
like-
engraved my name in it and everything.
They're like,
Oh my gosh.
This
Dope.
smells like tuna. What is that? Ew.
Bro, you should get checked.
Yeah. This doesn't, yeah, are you all right? Do you have a WAP? It's actually not very healthy.
What's your favorite position?
My favorite position, I actually like a sideways because I feel like my G spot
Okay.
is a little on the side.
Yeah.
So there's like a weird sideways thing that I like to do where my legs
not
over
weird.
the guy. Nothing's weird.
That's
weird.
actually my favorite too.
Yeah,
We don't
it's
yuck
good. And
people's
also you can
yums.
look at each other. I like to look
Wait, sideways face to face.
towards each other.
Oh, that's
but-
interesting.
Okay, now you have to
But
paint
I
it,
can
'cause
do
that's not what I was
a way
thinking.
too is fine. But then you
I
can
never
like check
do
I
your
was
email.
not thinking that
Wait,
at all.
paint it.
So like they're lying and my legs are like over them and we're like, and they're here.
but
Like,
someone's leg is getting pinned
Oh,
underneath.
I see.
yeah, but it
my
ain't
leg.
mine. But it ain't mine. So it don't matter.
Yeah, the thing that I thought you were referring to was like spooning.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
spooning bang's good too.
The
I like
lazy
that.
Spooning,
morning
but
sex.
putting the leg over.
Yes.
Yeah, like
leg
that one.
over, leg up. Doggy's fun. But so we have one of those like hospital beds, like old people beds that you can like zzz.
Oh yeah.
So the bottom goes up too. So we like I'll like bring my pussy to him. Like
That's
he'll
awesome.
stand there and I'm like zzz. It's the funniest every time.
awesome.
It's like, he's like, should I wear the cowboy hat today? He was like, should I wear? I'm like, absolutely. Asian cowboy's pretty hot.
Yeah. I've met a couple. They're dope. I want to get you a red velvet blanket now just to present your pussy on that.
Oh my
Yeah.
God. There should be a rope.
In a spotlight.
Yeah.
She needs a spotlight.
That's
right?
so
It's
funny.
a spotlight. It's like a velvet red, but then it has like the poke or what is it? The leopard print fur on the side, just
Yeah.
like all the royal
Yeah.
crowns.
Hell yeah.
Royal
Being
one
on
of
top's
those
fun
king.
too. But
No.
I don't have great rhythm.
No.
Oh.
I don't have that. Like I'm always like, ugh. Like when they start to do your hips and then they stop and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden it's like I'm like,
yeah,
fuck.
you throw off the rhythm.
Yeah.
It's like you
I
don't move, I move.
It's
Yeah.
okay. I also
Both?
don't like my stomach rolls. Like,
Oh.
I'm just
Yeah.
like I just don't want to look at it. Like
No,
it just,
we're
I
so
get
much-
caught up in it.
Listen,
That's why
thick
you
is
lean back.
better. Thick is
get
better.
rid
When
of
you
the
guys
rolls.
like when you're like riding and then the rhythm gets thrown off, it's like when you're on a trampoline with another person and you guys jump.
Oh
at
yeah, and
the-
one person's flinging into the air 100%.
fucks your ankles up. It's
Like,
that.
ow, the ceiling.
Yeah, exactly.
And I've got that like popcorn ceiling. Ow.
Your hair gets caught.
Yeah, like,
Because you live so
ow.
humbly, but you're rich as hell though.
I'm so
Yeah,
you guys.
super
I
rich.
honestly don't want to bring it up again. I bought a hat for $60 at a gas station. That's the type of money I'm pulling in on these masks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the wolf was like, "You need a small apartment."
Yeah.
The wolf was like,
Humbles you.
"Stay humble. Let's leave this high school."
Oh, I have one more question, but we can end on it.
Damn, that went by fast.
I know that went by really
It was
fast.
so
Thank you
fun.
so much.
I'm coming back whenever you ask. me.
Before we end this question, look, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram, ANNIELEDERMAN, Annie Lederman. I do sell my mask in the bio there. You can find me on Patreon, Patreon/Annie Lederman. My YouTube is my favorite. That's where my podcast lies.
Me Inspiration.
Me Inspiration, and you can find that on youtube.com/Annie Lederman. And it's also on Spotify and iTunes and all that stuff.
And she was just on Joe Rogan. Go
I was
check
on Joe
those
Rogan
interviews
this
out.
Sunday on Showtime. I'm on it's the 4th episode of the Comedy Store documentary. I've been sporadically in all of the episodes, but the 4th they do a whole feature on me.
Nice.
That is so cute.
Hell yeah,
and
she's
I'm
hella
so
famous,
honored.
guys. Her bag is from Olivia Munn. Like,
we
just
go.
fucking check her out, okay?
It's so funny to get. It's from Amazon. It's not even like she got me. Like it's just like it's the good one that her dog likes, but it's just so funny. 'Cause
Chase.
I'm just like, is it weird I still call you Olivia Munn? I'm like, Olivia Munn. Hi. It's just so funny.
But she's still famous and she's totally on our podcast because we're the greatest podcast ever.
yeah.
We
She's
got a
amazing.
real celebrity.
Yeah.
You.
Oh,
You.
I am amazing. I am.
Okay, my last one. So we're going to end on this.
Yes.
Is if you could give one piece of advice to your 24-year-old self, what would it be?
I don't watch as much of the show 24. Do your homework. It came out. Remember when DVDs used to come out all at once? The show
Yes.
24 came out on DVD right when finals happened. And I was in college for so long because I would, instead of doing finals, I would watch fucking Jack Bauer fucking people up on 24.
That's how we would binge watch back in the day.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Binge watching was like, it was a whole, you had to wait for the
Yeah.
things to come out. You go rent them. And my advice for my 24-year-old self would be, chill out. I'm quitting drinking when I was 25. So I think I
Nice.
did. I actually don't know how much advice I would give myself other than like be easy on yourself. And like everything's gonna be great. Don't drive the scooter drunk. Okay. You're gonna lose a nipple. Okay?
You can get SUIs too.
Yeah, you can. Yes, you can.
Yeah,
Wait,
scootering
really?
under the so in Santa Barbara, like it's a college town, and people will get BUIs all the time, biking, like bicycling.
hilarious.
You explaining to me what Santa Barbara is so funny. You're like, she's so LA, she hasn't even left. She hasn't even driven 45 minutes to an hour and a half to Santa Barbara. She's like, you wouldn't know it. Have you been to Burbank? It's this place.
Probably never heard of it.
You
You
know.
probably never heard of it. but-
Yeah, yeah, they don't have like one bedroom
underground
popcorn
thing.
ceilings there. Okay, so
It's like way cooler to get like a skateboarding DUI, I feel like, than a real one. Because you're like, you're really just putting yourself in danger at that point.
yes,
But the ones where you're like, oh, I could have just killed anyone ever. Yeah,
those are
drinking and
dangerous.
driving's so bad. And
Yes.
I quit drinking when I was 25, and people were always like, what do you miss the most? And I'm like, honestly, if I'm being real, the driving. But it was the most fun. But don't do it. But don't do it. Don't do it.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much, Annie, for
This is
being
so
on.
fun.
And
You guys are so
rate
pretty.
us.
It's so funny.
Go
You're
give us a
hilarious.
thumbs up. We love you. We'll see you next time. Bye. Love you.